Perfect.
What's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to... Oh shit, I'm fucking shit up. Welcome to Sauce Sports, man. And if you're not familiar, Sauce Sports is a Houston, Texas homer that we be talking all sports, but only Houston. But with that being said, this is primarily the channel where we talk Texans. If you want that other Sauce Sports content, make sure you go to saucesports.tv and we'll, eventually get something over there. But we're gonna talk some Texans today. We're gonna talk about some stuff, but man, there's some other things that we gotta discuss. Right before the stream, I got some news, and it wasn't necessarily good news. And it's definitely going to impact, the sauce at this point. I don't know how, I don't know in what fashion, I don't know how long, but I don't know, we might be out of commission for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Maybe out of commission for a while, I don't know how long it's gonna be. Some things that were supposed to go one way ended up going a different way, and so I don't know what's gonna happen. So like I say, so if you don't see any sauce for a while, don't be shocked, don't be surprised. Hey, it is what it is. Make sure you support the round table. So make sure you, before this video is over, make sure you hit all the links in the description below. Make sure you're following all those folks in the round. Make sure you're showing them love. Make sure you are, supporting them. So like I said, it's I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. I'm gonna figure some shit out. But some things that were supposed to happen, kind of fell through. Kind of a bad situation, so I may be out of commission for a little while. You know what I'm saying? So, It'll work out eventually. Like I said, I don't know. Like I say, it may be a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks, might be a couple of months. But I gotta figure some other stuff out. I gotta handle some other things. So, with that being said, let's get into some conversation. We'll go about maybe about an hour tonight, and then we'll figure the rest out from there. But yeah. So something I saw today. Yeah, really, that's what I'm most upset about it because it's during football season, and I'm kind of mad because you kind of see it, and you're like, shit, I should have done something about it prior to, but you know, people say they're going to handle things on this end, people say they're going to handle things on that end, and then it doesn't happen, and it puts me in a bad spot. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Like I said, right now, because I planned on it. I planned on after the third preseason game to getting a Sauce Sports Fantasy League put up. But right now, like I said, I don't know how active I'm going to be in the Sauce at this time, just because I just got to take care of some shit. And so right now, I don't want to promise that. Excuse me. I don't want to promise that and say that it is going to be. But if not, maybe we'll set something up where we got something going. But here's the deal, though. If you do, want to support the channel and try to get this thing going back sooner than later, you can always show some love. You can hit that donation option. You can go to staysaucy.com, or you can hit the link in the description below and support the channel. For those of you who are den folks, I'll probably talk about it a little bit more in the den tonight. Maybe a little bit more detail. But let's get into some sports conversation. But I'm just trying to give y'all a heads up. So like I say, if tomorrow might be the last one, this might be the last one for a while. So don't be surprised if you catch one tomorrow. If you don't catch one tomorrow, then that's probably gonna be it. For a minute. And that's I'm gonna see, maybe I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, and that's what I'm saying, man. That's what makes me the most frustrated, is because this is something that could have been resolved, but like right now, when it's the most important time, when the Sauce is doing what it's supposed to do, shit just kind of flew off the rails, and it is what it is. But it's all good. We'll bounce back. Hopefully before the regular season starts, everything will be back in action. But we'll see how it all pans out. So my thing is this, man. My thing is this. I saw something that the Pats and the Titans are doing joint workouts. And you're like, Honcho, this is Texans talk. This ain't Pats and Titans. What do you give a shit? And I find it funny that, it's Vrabel back joint practicing, with Brady and Belichick. And then you got across the way, you have you got fucking Matt Patricia, and you got fucking Bill O'Brien, also former Patriot cohorts, joint practicing one. I find that very interesting. But apparently the Pats and there's apparently been fights all over the place. Here's Deontay Foreman over there throwing hands with motherfuckers and getting into it. But it is what it is. That's probably why he's not here. Too much dog in him. But they got in a fight, right? And I don't know. I doubt that he pulled anybody off the field. I doubt that he punished any of his players for fighting. You know what I'm saying? And they asked him about it. He's like, well, if you thought that was a fight, then you've never been in a fight before, right? So I think that's extremely interesting, because to me that tells you the mentality of a head coach. You got OB trying to be all prim and proper about everything. You got Vrabel like, oh well, that shit ain't shit. Who gives a fuck? That ain't nothing major. You know what I mean? And I think that mentality trickles down to your players. And this is why I say again that I don't believe OB has the right tools to get us where we need to go. I don't think he has the cutthroat ability. I don't think he has the ability to do what he needs to do. So I thought that was it. Roderick Johnson. Yeah, that tells you. That tells you exactly where we are as a franchise. If this is the guy, so what you're telling me is the guy that you drafted in the first round, because you got other guys who can play guard. Let's be honest. The guy that you drafted in the first round to be a left tackle is not your guy, is what that tells me. But people yet he's going to be a Hall of Famer. Y'all, people coming over talking about he's going to be an All Pro. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. He's going to be Rookie of the Year. Right. And in what alternate universe do you truly believe that this stuff is going to happen? Right. So I mean, it's just like, come on, man. You can listen to whoever you want to listen. You can believe whatever you want to believe. You got people telling you that Texas is going to do this and they're going to do that. I told y'all before the preseason started, before any of this happened, that I had very low hopes on the Texans making the playoffs this year. And I hate to say it. I really do. I really hate to say that. It really makes me upset to even think about that. Because, you want football and you want extended football. But right now, I don't see anything that's telling me that this team is going to be a top-tier team. We've shown stats on why I feel the way I feel. I've shown, correlations to certain things, but people still are entitled to feel how they want to feel, even though they just say, hey, you're being negative. Don't tell me why. They don't justify why. I'm just being negative. They make excuses for the players. I don't have any excuses. I don't make excuses for myself, so I'm not making excuses for the fucking players. I'm not even making excuses for the coaching staff, because again, this is a situation this is year 6, that the head coach, the man who's in charge of everything, has had plenty of time to rectify. There's no reason that in year 6, I don't care what you want to say with Dwayne Brown or any of that other stuff, you should have had a contingency plan for that. There's no reason that in year 6, your offensive line should look the way it does. There's no reason that the situation you're in, it shouldn't be a thing. Like, this really should not be a thing right now. But for some reason, we are here. This is where we're at. Let me fix that. So again, it's like, come on, man. I don't know what to tell y'all. I've been hearing good things about Tyron Johnson. I'm hearing, Watt got into a little shouting match with Patricia, and little things. Like I say, camp is what it is. But what you really got to be paying attention to is what's going on with that line, which is most important. I'm not sure how the secondary looked. Like I say, I was kind of in and out. I wasn't really on top of the information today because, like I say, just been a lot of stuff going on. So I find it extremely intriguing that people have a lot of. I guess you have faith in your teams. You should have faith in your teams, no matter what. You're gonna root for your. You're gonna root for your team no matter what. If I want them to win, I just honestly look at what they got put out there, and it's telling way you can tell me that that's a winning combination that they have on that offensive line. And fuck the injuries. Bring everybody back healthy. You're still telling me that's a winning combination. You tell me that's a winning combination in any way you mix and match that offensive line. You can't. You're not showing me a contending offensive line. The game starts in the trenches. And right now we're looking extremely weak in the trenches. We're going to get weaker in the trenches when you're talking about the defensive side of the ball. I don't know. It's just hard for me to have hope in the Texans. I like the fact that football season, it's supposed to be a special time of year. But when you feel like, or when you just know that you're not going to be in contention for anything, it's hard to feel that way. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to feel that way. No, it's much different. It's much different. It's gotten worse, in my opinion. Much worse. But whose fault is that? You know what I'm saying? Whose fault is that, right? People just don't want to acknowledge it because certain locations, and my thing is that I put a post on Twitter, man, support independent sports media. Like I say, if things don't go right and the sauce is out for a while, support the guys who are independent, who, again, that the organization doesn't have any level of influence on them to get them to say this, that, or the third. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Josh Beard. Shout out to guys like that. Texans Unfiltered podcast. Shout out to the entire roundtable. Shout out to you know just the folks who are putting in their own time and effort to make great content because that's where it's at. Support the independent sports media. Because again, like I say, when you got national media doesn't give a fuck about the Texans unless they're about to lose something somebody else wants, and then the local media doesn't give a shit about telling you the truth about your teams because, well, they're on the payroll essentially, and that's my issue with that, and that's why I say support your local sports media. Um, I'm gonna be honest, man. Like I say, I'm just kind of in a particular mood. I'm not super upset, but I'm not, I'm not as lively as I generally tend to be. Like I said, I'm just thinking about some things I'm gonna have to deal with here. But let's get the line open. Let's uh, let's get some conversation going. Yeah, man. Like I said, but for those of you who missed it, like I said, Sauce will probably end up being on a hiatus here very soon. If not, today might be the last episode for a while. Tomorrow might be the last episode for a while. I'm not quite sure um, yet, just depending on how things work out. Um, at the very latest Saturday, but don't expect it. Don't expect a Saturday Sauce. So I'm gonna be honest. Like, don't look forward to a. I love the pre games, but I doubt if we have a pre-game. So, what time is the game on Saturday? Actually, let me see here. At 7. Yeah, it probably won't be a pregame. Won't be a pregame Sauce uh, on Saturday, and I apologize for that. But things have a funny way of working out. But I tell you, whenever everything is back as it should be, the sauce will be bigger, better, and much more improved. Now, if you guys want to support the sauce, you can go to. I guess that's kind of hard to see. I guess that's kind of hard to see. Let me fix that. I guess. Um, Put a little outline on that. You can go to staysaucy.com. You want to support, you want to donate, you want to help the channel out. Feel free to do that. Yeah. Hopefully you can see that a little bit better. Like I said, I might actually take a whole little social media hiatus. Like I say, because it was funny, man. I'm gonna talk about it more than did, but I probably end up taking a whole. I'm probably gonna end up taking a whole little social media hiatus from everything, and focus on getting some things in order so that, like I say, so we can bounce back as quickly as possible. So like I say, I may be MIA for a while, and so that's all I gotta say about that. Let me cut this down. Have this stuff going off. But all right, cool. But yeah, so like I say, yeah, I'm gonna be out. I'm gonna be out of commission for a little bit. Like I say, hopefully shorter than longer, but we'll get it all together. There's no big deal. Um, yeah, let me open up the line, man. Let's get some calls. I want to know how y'all are feeling, man. I want to know what y'all talking. Like I said, we're gonna go for about an hour today and talk a little bit of shit, and then I will let y'all know for sure early tomorrow whether or not there will be a Friday or Saturday sauce, but most likely don't count on Saturday. Probably be one Friday, but most likely won't be one Saturday. So, uh, uh, I guess the right number on. Let me put the number up here. I guess it would help to put that on, right? Uh, Oh, there you go. You can call it the sauce, man. Speak your mind, man. Speak whatever's on you, whatever you're thinking about, whatever's however you feeling, however you am I don't know, am I lagging? I can't it's not showing, it's showing like I'm on point. I don't think I'm dropping a lot of frames there. Um is it showing like a lag? It's showing a bad lag? Okay. I don't know, it's not showing up on here as a lag for me, so I don't know, I can't really tell. Usually I can tell when it's lagging, it'll be all crazy looking. Okay. You're lagging, Kenneth. How about that? Ooh. All right, what's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling in to the sauce line this evening?
Hey, what's up, Honcho?
What's the deal, man? Who we got calling in to the sauce line? You can turn down your background because you got a little echo there. Turn on your background because you got a little echo there.
Hey, what's up, Honcho?
What's happening? What's up? Hello, can you hear me?
I went to the thing today, to the joint price.
Okay. But can you turn down like your thing in the background because it's like an echo? I can barely hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So what did you see at the joint practice today, man? What was on your mind? What were you impressed? Were you depressed? How did you feel seeing the joint practice today?
I ain't really like it too much.
Okay. Did anybody stand out to you at the joint practice?
Oh yeah. The secondary got 2 picks.
Okay.
I seen J. Joe and Jaleel Ladai.
Okay. J. Joe got picks already. What about that offensive line? How did they look to you? Did you get a chance to see them?
Not really, because I just saw him running afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Like running on.
So how are you feeling about this season with what you saw? You know, getting to see some of the players up close and everything. Like, how are you feeling about this team going into the season?
I'm just saying, like, wait and see. Like, I'm just waiting to the season, just to see how they gonna do.
All right.
Yep.
Did the people seem excited at the joint practice today? I mean, how was the energy there?
It was good. Fans were yelling and stuff. Yep.
Okay. Well, how do you feel about Coach O'Brien? Did you get a chance to see Coach O'Brien?
Yeah. I seen him.
All right. Did he seem to be more hands-on, or was he kind of standing off, letting other coaches do their thing? How did he appear to you?
Oh, he was. I just seen him after talking to the players in the huddle up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, that's what's happening. Well, good deal. I'm glad that you got to go. Anything else that you want to add?
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right.
Hoping that we win this. Have a good record and go far. But I don't know.
Yeah, man, I think we all are, man. It's just it's hard to see it right now. But that's a bet, man. Well, that's a bet, man. I appreciate you calling in and letting us know that, man.
All right, Honcho.
All right. Already. Yeah, and that's the thing, man. Like I say, it's going to be a lot of hate. There's going to be a lot of people saying, oh, this, that, and the third. It's called. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling in to the sauce line this evening?
What's going on with your Honcho? This is your True Texan.
Man, True Texan, what's the motherfucking deal, man? What's on your mind, True Texan, man?
I'm just waiting for next year to start.
Like next, you just skip the whole season, just wait for next year?
Yeah, man, we know it's going to be a wash. Bad line, bad juju, bad job all the way around.
Damn, that's tough, man. Okay. So you have no hope for this season?
No, I am not going to get my hopes up whatsoever.
So
I didn't have my hopes up last year.
So what is it going to take for you to get back invested in this team, man? To get back believing that this team is going to be ready to roll?
Oh, I'm going to be invested in my team no matter what. I'm going to be sitting there rooting for them and everything every single game. But I'm not going to get my hopes up.
No. Okay.
Now, what's going to need to happen Billy's got to go, and then we go ahead and figure out how we're going to do our GM. And we have to improve our line. Our line can't be this bad anymore. This is just an atrocity. It's just awful. Just awful. We got too much talent, too many key positions. We got to do something, man. Just something has to be done. And got to start at top.
All right. So, I mean, so you just kind of going to take it as it goes this season and just hope for better next season. Do you think that? What do you think it's going to take for them to let Bill O'Brien go? Do you think that the Texans have to have a losing record? Do you think they'll still keep him on and wait till they get this new GM? Or how do you think? What do you think it's going to take for that to happen?
I think it's just going to take this season. I think the only way Billy stays is with a Super Bowl victory. That's not going to happen. So.
Okay. What do you think about the Clowney situation, man? What do you think is going to happen? You know, what do you think is going to happen ultimately with Clowney, man?
He's gone. There's way too much interest in him. Eventually, somebody's going to bite them. Billy's going to be like, oh, this would be great. Let's go ahead and do this, you know, and we'll pick up this punter, you know, and we'll get rid of Clowney. You know, I didn't like what Clowney did that other day and everything. You seen him when he drank half the drink that I bought for him and everything. He just threw it away. You know, he's gonna go, man. Somebody is gonna come along with something. I mean, even if it's not preseason, you know, mid-year. I mean, maybe a Dwayne Brown type of situation. You know, before the trade deadline, I think he's gone. The only thing that's keeping that at bay is him not signing. That's all there is to it. As soon as he signs, puts that pen to paper and everything, Bill's like, all right, now I get to do what I want to do. And, you know, I'm going to get my team together and I'm going to have the best team there is out there. You know, next thing you know, when he's gone, it's just things will start to look up. You know, it's just what it is.
Man, yeah, I think that we're in just a situation right now where I don't want to say I don't see hope because, again, I believe in Deshaun. I believe in Hop. As long as Fuller can remain healthy, I believe in him. You know, Kiki, if he can, you know, stay upright, I think that he'll be a contributing factor. Like I said, the little dude, Tyron Johnson kid. Like I'm excited to see the product on the field. I'm just hoping that the product gets managed properly on the field. That's just kind of where I'm at right now. You know. So
I hear you.
I don't know.
Oh well, don't get down. I'm sure we're going to pull a couple of games out of our ass that we had no business being in and everything. You know, just like we did last year. So, you know, we're going to have some good points. There's going to be some stuff for us to look forward to, and everybody's going to be able to say, "Oh, that was, you know, did you see Deshaun? You know, did you see DeAndre? You know, they won that game when they have no damn business being in that game. Hey, we're going to the Super Bowl." All this crazy crap's going to happen.
Yeah, I expect, like I said, I think we got the talent for that type of stuff to happen. And then I got, you know, but I think that, you know, people going to try to attribute that to B.O.B. for some reason, like some of these plays. I mean, that's what happened last year. Like I said, you talk about that Dallas game, you talk about, what was the other game? Shit, even getting back in the Philly game. And what was the other game that they fucking won? I mean, you had a bunch of games last year that just, some things happened that shouldn't have happened. Oh, shit. Yeah.
That's all that really boiled down to. When it came down to the actual games where it mattered, or the games where we were actually playing somebody, and it came down to coaching, we lost, and in some horrible fashion right there at the end, especially. And that's the proof right there. They said the proof's in the pudding. It's right there, bro. And this year, if some miracle we make it back to the playoffs, the exact same thing will happen. Hopefully it don't look that bad. I'm getting really sick of seeing these awful playoff games and everything, you know, keeping your head high afterwards, you know, it's kind of tough. That chin get heavy.
Yeah. Okay. All right, man. So what is something positive that you can see happening this season? Is there any positivity that you feel like can happen this season?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we're gonna Justin Reed.
Mhm.
If we can see him flourish and do an even better job than he did last year, which was really, really, really good for a rookie. And then if we can see Lonnie, uh, assist in that, then who knows? Maybe we'll have some other defensive star that'll rise up, and maybe we'll be able to see one of our linemen and everything that look like absolute garbage. Say like, you know what? He's actually looking a hell of a lot better, and he's going to be all right. And we'll keep him, and we'll get rid of the rest of them. Maybe something along those lines, and maybe we'll see something good from Duke. We already know what to expect from Hop. Maybe we can see Fuller and Kiki through hopefully a healthy year, and please let Deshaun stay healthy all year.
That's the biggest thing, man. Hopefully keeping Deshaun upright. That's the thing that matters more than anything else, man.
That's a major part. As long as he makes it through the season, that's important right there. I don't want to see him taking bus rides.
No, hell no. Yeah,
make it to the game.
Yeah, let's definitely let's try to avoid any bus rides this season. Shit, unless you just riding a bus to NRG. But yeah, I definitely wish you on that. Okay.
Now, but beyond that, I'm definitely not gonna get no hopes up for no reason. And I've lost all faith in Bill. I lost it all last year towards the end of the season, and then when I saw that debacle, I said, "This is coaching right here. His coaching at his finest.
Yeah,
this is what he does." And I tried to say, he could be a good coach in the first couple of years, and after a while, I was like, "Nah, man, he's peaked.
Yeah.
This is what he is." And not all head coaches are great head coaches. That's just part of the game. It ain't for everybody.
Yeah, I agree.
If he did really, really well as a assistant coach, there's always that opportunity. He can go back home.
Okay. Yeah, maybe send him back to the Patriots. They love the Patriots organization so much you can send him back that way. Okay. That's a bet. Well, anything else you got on your mind, man? True Texan.
Nah, let's just enjoy the parts we can about this season. All right. Keep your head high.
That's a bet. That sounds good. All right. Well, I appreciate you calling in there, True Texan, man.
Stand forward, brother.
All right.
Bet.
Shout out to True Texan. Yeah. Look. I know. I'm listen. Let me liven up a little bit. I'm not gonna let this alter my perspective, if you will. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the den this evening? No, not the den, the fucking sauce line, my bad. What's the motherfucking who got called into the sauce line this evening, man?
Gone fishing, man. Gone fishing. What?
Oh, man, look, that might be the best move right now.
Well, it's done got too hot, Honcho. It's too hot. Say, man, you looking down just like number 90.
Yeah. Like I say, I got some things. Like I say, I don't know if you caught. Like I said, this may be either today or tomorrow might be the last of the sauce for a while. So I'm just there's some things taking place in the physical world that I got to take care of, and so just like I say, I don't know. I'm a little sad because it's right at the beginning of football season, and I enjoy having these conversations with y'all and stuff, and I don't know how long we'll be out of commission. So I don't know, man. I'm a little down about it, but I'm trying to get my spirits up so we can have a better conversation. The last stream or two shouldn't be a boring stream, shouldn't be a sad stream. It should be a party. It should be an event. So I apologize for that.
Well, hopefully we'll see you soon. Honcho, check your snail mail, man. When you have an opportunity. Honcho, do you want the guarantee or would you rather have the bonus? If you're a player.
Do I want the guarantee or do I want the bonus?
Yes, sir.
I think I like a guarantee, man. I think I need to be sure in what I'm getting.
I'm 90 is gone, man. But if they were to offer him, say, let's say, 60 million guaranteed and say 20 bonus, I don't know what they're offering him, but that would get them in the neighborhood of the top 5 in the league. I mean, the total packages we'll say 110, 110, 115, and but I know he's down because they bullshitted this long. I know he don't even want to play there, because best thing, like I say, is for him to go somewhere else and play, where he'll be a top 1 or 2 defensive end in the league, because he will want to get revenge and show he will learn something from those other coaches, because he's not learning where he is here.
Yeah, I agree. I'm telling you, man, wherever he goes, he will have his best statistical season of his career, hands down. Like, I don't doubt it at all. Like, I think Clowney, wherever he goes, and he's not going to just go anywhere, he's going to make sure it's a place where he wants to be. He wants to go to a contender. That's why he's not going to just sign and let them try to cast him off, to the depths of the ocean. So I think that it's going to be pretty interesting what ultimately happens with that. But yeah, I mean, you could have paid the man, because I think even with I think salary cap going up next year, people talking about, we ain't got money and saying all kind of foolish stuff. There's money there. It can be done. If they really want a player, there are ways of making it happen. But, I don't think they really want him. I think they feel like, I don't know what it is. I personally think like I said, I think it's a Bill O'Brien personal issue more so than anything else.
Well, is McNair learning as we go? Is he learning on the fly?
I think so.
But he's still listening to the wrong person. He still has the wrong person around him. Bob is still around him. You need to get rid of him. I've never seen another coach sabotage a team like this before. And he's doing a hell of a job.
Yeah.
He's doing a hell of a job before he goes out the door himself. But, I mean, this is, I don't know much. And if you were to trade Clowney, I mean, I was listening to them the other day. They were talking about Trent Williams, but Trent Williams is too old.
Yeah, no, you don't. You're gonna trade straight up for no Trent. You're gonna have to get a little something extra out of the Redskins for that.
And if you had someone as young as Quentin Nelson playing left tackle, then that would. The only problem is you have Delvin there, and as long as Delvin is there, he'll turn an all-pro into an all-nothing.
All-pro to all-nothing, man. So what do you? I want to know your thoughts though. What are you feeling right now about who is it now? Roderick Johnson filling in for Matt Khalil. So what is that? Does that tell you that that's a better option, or are they just hell bent on keeping Titus Howard at guard instead of moving him to the position or letting him, be at the position where they originally drafted him? Like, what is that telling you about that whole situation?
Hunch, I learned more from your show that I don't listen to all these other shows because they full of shit. And it's just the way it is. But I did not know that they had Hightower over there. What they're going to wind up doing is they paid Khalil that 7.5. And what they're going to wind up doing is probably putting Davenport back at left tackle and have a tight end to sit there and chip on that at defensive end all game. So, but man, it's just a waste. Just going to have a tight end sit there and chip probably a whole season.
I agree. I think it's going to be looking like what we did last year. And to me, that's what kills me, because I think that limits your offense, and then that doesn't allow – you got a lot of young tight ends on this roster still, and it doesn't allow them to develop and, kind of be the talent that they could ultimately become. Because I think we have some very talented – all right, Michael, appreciate it. I think that we have some very talented tight ends on this roster. I mean, from top to bottom. Even that other guy they don't mention too much, the Adams kid. And you know, so I find it extremely unfortunate that we are in this situation. Like I find it extremely unfortunate that we're in this situation.
You can only keep three, and you have what, five?
Hmm.
And so Duke's going to come out and come out of the backfield, or you going to put him on the line as another receiver? Is that what you're going to do?
I'm guessing. I mean, that's probably their best option. I think they'll try to use him, hopefully more so out of the backfield. But then knowing Bob, he probably try to turn him into something else and run him straight up the middle, when knowing that's not his strength, And I have no idea. I hope that O'Brien has been. But then the thing is too, because Duke hasn't. I don't think Duke's really been practicing, unless he started practicing today. I know he had the little hamstring issue, and so that makes me question it. That also makes me question the trade. So you put yourself in a position to where you gave up a fourth. The consensus around the league that he was worth a fifth round pick because he was either going to be cut or let go. Because I mean, he was already third on the depth chart behind Chubb and who was that Hunt they picked up, and then that he wasn't happy there. So I almost feel like I'm not mad because the Texans picked him up, but I feel like they may have gotten finessed a little bit because what potentially could have been a fifth round pick has the possibility of becoming a third round pick. So if he plays 10 games, so even if he gets healthy and he plays in 10 games, then that becomes a third round pick. But we know the Texans don't value third round picks, so it don't matter. They gonna cut whatever third round pick in the next couple of years anyway. So that should be one of these. Who has it got picked in the third round? Thomas or I can't remember. Whichever one of them, they'll probably end up being cut as long as Bob's around. That seems to be the consensus or rankings or somebody. Who knows? I have no idea.
Take the first, the second, third, free agents. Take them all. Hell, we're not going to get any better as long as he's there. Doesn't matter. But, Honcho, I'm going to let you go, man, and keep your head up. It's going to be all right.
All right, Jay, man, I appreciate the call, man. Everything going to be good. This is going to be a little bit of time. Time heals everything, so I ain't tripping.
Sir, yes.
All right. Appreciate the call, man.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm giving the players a chance, Broderick. I'm giving the players a chance. I'm giving it all. I'm giving them all the chance in the world. I just don't believe in the staff's ability to maximize the potential of these players. I'm rooting for every person rocking a jersey, even if it's Titus Howard. People think I don't like him. I just think he was put in a bad position because people are going to have expectations out of him that I don't think should be put on him at this point. And when I do mention him, it's not to slight him, but it's the decision making of the coaching staff, the front office, by going and getting this guy and then setting a level of expectation for this guy. When you're a first round pick, you have a certain level of expectations, and especially with a guy like Deshaun, especially with that being a position of need, and if he doesn't pan out, I think a lot of people are going to be very unhappy. You know what I'm saying? My Instagram says, warning, potential security risk ahead. That's crazy. I wouldn't be surprised. I know when I type shit to people, they fucking that shit be giving me warning signs and shit. Is this what you want to say? Undo. Yeah, that's what the fuck I want to say, goddamn. That's why I fucking I'm sending this shit. Like I say, it's just a funny situation. Hold on, we got a call coming in. Let's take this call. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the sauce line this evening?
Y'all forgot to tell you one more thing about the Clowney situation.
Yeah. What's going on? What you forget?
I like Clowney a lot. I did not want him to leave. But it's like, I don't know. Because we need him on this defense.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's necessary. I think he's very necessary. But, everybody don't feel like that. Everybody wants to see sacks, and he doesn't got 10 sacks, so he's not good.
But he doing tackles for loss. Like, I be seeing him.
Yeah, no, he does a lot. Yeah, he does a lot. But that's what most people just see the statistics. And that's why I say most people see what they see from PFF or, whatever statistical numbers they can see. It's the things that aren't happening that people fail to realize that are going on, So,
yep.
It is what it is. Okay. Anything else you want to add besides that?
Yeah, and the O-line. They was trash. They trash.
Okay. That's a BET. So what do you think the chances are that we keep Clowney, or what do you think the chances are that he ends up going somewhere else?
Who?
I said, what are the chances that you think that we keep Clowney, or the chances that you think that he ends up going somewhere else?
If he keep holding out.
Yeah, if he keeps holding out.
I put it. If he goes to the coach, I'm gonna be mad at the Texans. That's the dumbest thing you could do. Trade him in your division.
Yeah, I doubt they do that. I mean, they'd have to be real stupid. They'd have to get really finesse if that was the case. But
if he goes to the Patriots, he gonna automatically win because Belichick, he a good head coach.
Oh, yeah, probably one of the best in the game right now, if not the best in the game. Unfortunately, hate to say it, but it is what it is. Okay.
And then Bill O'Brien, I do not like Bill O'Brien play calling. He always run the ball every first down. Try something new, like pass it on first down, not just run up the middle all the time.
Yeah, because I mean, if you're a team and you take a gamble on the odds of what he's going to do, I mean, that plays in your favor. You don't even have the defense guessing. It's like they know he's going to run, so it plays into their hands, and that's the problem with me. That's what upsets me about him. Is like you got to have some, if you want to talk about having versatile players, get some versatile play calling, and I'll be cool with that. But like I say, it is what it is. We'll see what happens ultimately, man. You know what I'm saying?
Then y'all, I agree with everything y'all say. Y'all be telling the facts. I agree with everything.
That's a bit, man. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. That's a BET. Yep. Already. That's a bit. You got anything else you want to add to that, man?
Nah, that's it.
All right. Well, I appreciate you calling in and sharing your thoughts with us, man.
All right.
Already. All right. Look here. Look, I'm trying to spruce it up with some positivity. I don't want to go out on a sad note. Don't want to go out on a down note. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who do we have calling in to the sauce line this evening?
Man, it's your boy Roman.
Roman, what's the motherfucking deal? Roman, what's on your mind, man?
Man, I got to ask you a question, man.
What's happening, man? What's going on?
Man, what's going on with the sauce, man? I just looked on Instagram. You said the future of the sauce, man. So what's going on, man? Everything good?
We might be I might be on hiatus for quite some time. I don't know exactly how long. It's either today or tomorrow. Maybe the last of the sauces for a while. Just got some unexpected, like right before the fucking stream. And so, it's just like I say, some things that were expected to happen end up falling through. And so, it's just a situation where my mentality has changed about some things over the last few weeks or so. And so now I got to get a little bit more hands-on some stuff. And so I got to make some real important decisions here. So it's probably I'm gonna probably be off the streaming tip for a little while, and until I get everything back in the order it needs to be in.
Well, I'll tell you this, Honcho, man. And this is for me, especially. Honcho, I want to thank you. You've done a lot, especially for me, man, because, I don't mean to get personal here, man, but, as my daddy went back and forth, not in the house all the time, man, and, you know how father and son, most time might like sports together, you get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And for you to come in, man, me finding soft sports and just, find just a bunch of great people that I might never meet in my life, but just who I know and can agree and disagree and have just good, talks and debates about sports, especially the Texans. Everybody, we all love the Texans in the South, man. I want to thank you. I want to thank everybody in the round table, everybody in the chat, everybody, man. So I know this ain't the last sauce, maybe, but if it is, man, look, Honcho, we got you. We support you, man. I try my best. I know I can't help you financially, but I try my best to be there every night. And just, to show that I got you, Honcho, man. I really want to thank you,
Man, I appreciate you for listening in, Roman, and being an active caller and all that good stuff, man. Like I say, it's good to know that, that it's putting some type of worth in somebody's lives. That's ultimately what it is. Like I say, I'm going to try to push for one more tomorrow. But I doubt, like I say, for sure, like Saturday, and then I'm not sure how long after that it's going to be out of commission. It'll be in the Den for the Den too, Broderick. So like I say, it's going to be, it's like I said, a whole little streaming adventure I've been on the last couple of years, I'm gonna be taking. It's probably gonna be a hiatus for a little bit. Like I said, I can't tell y'all how long. Just depends on how quickly I can get stuff back in order.
Well, Honcho, just do what you gotta do in life, man. Just support yourself, support your family, man. Whatever you gotta do, we support you. So I'm a Christian, man. So I'm pray for you. God gonna be watching you, man, and you gonna make it, Honcho, man. You a good person. For you to make these channels, both of them, Din and Sauce, and to get all these people together and conversate and just to try to see the middle ground, the gray area of life, man. I really appreciate that.
I appreciate you too, man, Roman. Man, look. Been holding down the Din and the Sauce. Well, I gotta bite my nose and shit. But man, yeah, I appreciate you for just for the kind words, man, and the prayers and all that good stuff. I appreciate that.
All right, man. Have a good day, Honcho.
All right, you too, Roman. Appreciate it.
Anytime.
All right. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who do we have calling into the sauce line this evening?
What's going on, man? Hey, it's your boy Astro Rocket, man. I want to first say, man, hey, man, I appreciate everything that you do, Honcho, man. And, I'm sorry to hear that you got to, take care of some personal business, but I pray everything the best for you, and we'll be waiting for you till you get back, man.
Really, man, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah. But, and I also want to say, man, when it comes to Bill O'Brien and stuff like that, man, like, people used to praise him for getting all the Tom Brady face and stuff like that, but people don't really understand like why he really got in Tom Brady's face. It was like, he could have gotten Tom Brady's face for the wrong reason. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't on the field, so Brady probably did the best thing he thought was the best thing he could have done at the time. And, you know what I'm saying, he got in Brady's face, and I really saw that as a jackass move for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he had to be separated and all that other stuff, you know what I mean? So I really didn't praise him for that, you know what I mean? I thought that was really a jackass move. And, like, every decision that he's made here in Houston really highlighted that point when he got in Brady's face. Like, what other coach has gotten Brady's face like that? No other coach.
Yeah.
That's
why I say I find it funny because everybody called him. He's supposed to be the QB whisperer, but he's most famous for yelling at a QB. So
you know what I mean? Yeah. Not just any QB, but the best QB ever, possibly.
Yeah.
So I just want to highlight that, man, and just show, like, man, he really is a jackass, man, and like we really need to cut our ties with him as fast as possible if he don't make any improvement this year.
Yeah, I agree. At this point, like I say, and here's my thing is this too, is because like I say, with this schedule that we playing against, these teams that we playing again, you playing top notch quality playoff teams. You seeing the best quarterbacks in the league. So if your team is not competing, if you're not going at least 500 or better against these teams, then you show that you don't belong. You had 6 years to get this thing right. It proves that you don't belong. So
that's right, man. But, hey, I ain't going to take up too much of your time. I was probably blowing up your phone, man. But, hey, once again, I appreciate everything you do, man, and much love to you, bro.
Already, man. I appreciate the call, man.
All right.
Have a good one. Appreciate the love, y'all. What's the motherfucking deal, man? We got calling into the sauce line this evening. Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Look, Honcho. Honcho, I know you're going through some things, man. And like I said, I'm sorry to hear that, but I just wish you the best, man. And whatever you can do to take care of your family, man, I'm here for you, man. There's not too many people out here represent Houston sports like you do, especially the Texans. The Rockets are cool because they get respect. Astros get respect. Texans, they get shitted on by pretty much everybody, but you still out here holding it down for the loyal. So I like to say thank you for that, because these past couple of years we've been, we haven't made it past the division round. People like to make fun of that, but it's cool. But like I said, I wish you the best, Honcho. And I watch the videos, watch the streams all the time. But aside from that, one thing that I really have to say is about this is why I feel like Houston, we not gonna win shit. As long as we got O'Brien, we not winning shit, because here's what O'Brien does. O'Brien, he's a jackass. Like he's a jackass. And what he does is we give a man who couldn't even find a reliable quarterback before Deshaun Watson. We're giving a man who cut a running back who never really gave him a chance. And we're giving a man who could possibly run into the season with Matt Khalil left tackle. We're giving a man who does dumb decisions like that more power.
Yeah.
I don't see why the hell you would give a man like that some more power. And I don't know what the hell is going through Cal McNair's head. I don't know what's going on. Like, listen, say what you want about Brian Gaines. Don't get me wrong. Brian Gaines made some shitty-ass decisions. But, I mean, look, Brian Gaines supposedly was going to give Clowney his money.
Yeah.
But guess who stopped Clowney from getting that money?
No, B. That's why I say I think it's personal, man. It's definitely, but I don't think I know it's personal.
Exactly. And now they're trying to trade him. They're trying to trade him.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something. Did you see that preseason game?
Yeah.
Well, that's a dumb question because everybody saw the preseason game. But without Watt and Merciless, they can't do it all alone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and like look at us. JJ Watt getting older every year. I'm not saying he still can't do it, but I mean, hell, we practically wasted his younger years, you know? And from the looks of it, as long as we got Bill O'Brien, we're gonna waste DeAndre Hopkins' prime, we're gonna waste Will Fuller prime, we're gonna waste Deshaun's prime. Deshaun is young. He can't be taking no damn hits like that. No. This man got sacked 65 times if you include the Colts game. He got sacked 65 times. The man is young. He can't keep taking hits like that or his career is going to end early.
I agree.
And so that's why I'm just like, somebody up there got to get it clicking. Okay? Because, hell, if I was up in there, his ass would have been gone. The minute we gave Brock Osweiler that money, I knew his ass should have been gone. So all I got to say is, as long as we got O'Brien, we not winning nothing because he holds. I really feel like Deshaun Watson could be he's a fucking animal, man. He's a damn beast. But I feel like O'Brien is holding him back. I feel like O'Brien not really letting Watson let loose, you know? I really feel like he's keeping Watson up in a cage. You know, look at how Andy Reid let Patrick Mahomes lose.
Exactly.
Look at how Mr. Trubisky, if it wasn't for that trash ass kicker, the Bears probably could have went far in the playoffs. I'm not lying. The Bears could have went somewhere if it wasn't for that kicker. So I'm talking about Mr. Trubisky, Patrick Mahomes, they all let loose. And meanwhile, you got a quarterback under an offensive line that's trash. Then not to mention, the defense, they know what's up. The minute we get a first down, they know that O'Brien has to run the ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, he doesn't, you know, try to throw him off. He doesn't throw any, you know, tricks in there. It's just the same shit.
Yeah.
You just get a first down and run the ball. Like come on, man. What type of quarterback whisperer are you? What the hell? What kind of shit is that? So I'm telling you, as long as we have Billy O and up in Houston, we ain't winning nothing.
No.
And I'm just like, you bold enough to hop on the phone and trade for a running back. I like to do Johnson trade. I really do. Mm-hmm. But that wasn't a position of need, though.
Exactly.
Like, we have Karan Higdon, Demaria Crockett. We got, I was cool with Foreman. Like, what your ass should have done was get your ass on the phone about left tackles, really Trent Williams. But like I said, we're not going to do that. We ain't going to do it. I'm not even getting my hopes up. I'm talking about, they're going to trade Clowney. Who the hell you going to trade him to? Where you going to trade him at? Like, if you do, what are we going to get out of it? Not only is you giving away somebody that we need, yeah, he don't have double-digit sacks. Yeah, he's not an Aaron Donald. He's not a Khalil Mack. But this man, he practically, when we first went up against the Colts in Week 4, whooped Andrew Luck's ass, whooped his ass. He the reason why we got that win, because he was whooping Andrew Luck's ass. But we just gonna let all that slide. We're gonna let all that slide. So like I said, we got a head coach with too much damn control. He doesn't have any, mysterious play calls. He just runs the same shit. His ego is through the damn roof. He don't like to give people what they worth. And last but certainly not least, he gets on the phone trading for people that we don't even need like that. So I don't know if the light is coming on upstairs, but we can't roll into the season with Matt Khalil at left tackle. If you were smart enough to peep Deontay Foreman not working, why can't you peep Matt Khalil not working?
I mean, that's the same thing I'm wondering. Like, you would think it would be obvious.
Yeah. You think the shit would be obvious, but like I said, that's how the Texans roll. You know, Texans don't like paying people. That's exactly how we roll. We don't like paying people, and we don't like being aggressive. And we don't like being aggressive. That's exactly how we roll. So, in my opinion, there's a part of me that thinks O'Brien not gonna be going after the 2019 season. But like I said, I mean, shit. Look at the Rockets. Rockets general manager Daryl Morey don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
If it's somebody out there on that trade block, we supposed to get his ass.
Exactly.
Basically, we supposed to get his ass. Astros, same damn thing. Shit, the Texans, we see goddamn Trent Williams on the market right now. What the fuck are we doing?
Nothing. Just looking.
Nothing. just looking. Just looking. Look at the Rams. They got that's another thing. Jeff Young on his rookie contract, the Rams went out and they built around him, went to the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Russell Wilson, young quarterback, they built around him, went to the Super Bowl and won. Put the ass whooping on Peyton Manning. And they win again the next year too. I'm talking about all these quarterbacks, young, on their contracts, going to the Super Bowl, building around them. And we just got to fix the O-line. I'm talking about, I've never seen a team with so much fucking talent, and we got nothing to show for it. Except for an AFC South crown. That's about it.
Some people love it. Some people want to live and die by that damn AFC South fucking that shit there. I mean, shit to me, man. Like, once you done had enough of them, it's time to step it up a notch. If you done been there repeatedly, it's time to step it up a notch. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, we barely damn near won the AFC South if it wasn't for the Colts in the first couple games. Mm-hmm. But like I said, that's how we roll. We ain't doing nothing. And then, like I said, it's best that you lock up Clowney because we also gonna have to pay Deshaun Watson. And shit, you think Clowney wants some money? Deshaun, that's the nigga that's gonna really want some. That's the one you think he really gonna want some money.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have to break the bank for this shit. That's why I can lock these players up. So when we gotta pay Deshaun, we can just give him his money. And if you don't want Clowney, just trade. We act like we don't even want him sometimes. So just trade him.
Yeah.
And I hate to say that, but I mean Clowney don't even look happy with the team. Mm-hmm. He's trying to get paid. Mm-hmm. You know, he's been busting his ass off. This is like his second year that they franchise tagged him. Am I right? Second or third year?
This is the first time they franchised him, but they took it. They picked up his 5th year option, and then this is the first franchise tag.
Yeah. But like I said, lock him up because we're gonna have to break the bank for Deshaun. Mm-hmm. And that we gonna go. And I was just like, how the hell you got the second most cap space and you being cheap? How the fuck does that work?
I have no idea.
But but that's all I gotta say, Honcho. I've been a Texans fan since I was little, but it's crazy. It's crazy how we got all this shit and we ain't doing nothing with it. You know, like hopefully we can fix that left tackle problem. I mean, I'm kind of jealous right now because all the players that we should have taken in the draft, they balling out right now. And meanwhile, our rookies ain't really. I'm not trying to bash him right now because it's a little too early. I honestly think Titus Howard did okay on the inside. If I'm being honest, he got a lot of hate. I think Titus Howard did pretty good on the inside. He started struggling once he went to left tackle, but I mean, hey, he didn't practice at left tackle, so of course he was gonna struggle. But like I said, we need an experienced left tackle that's gonna groom Titus Howard. Yeah, he needs to learn under somebody that's experienced, like Trent Williams, like a 7 to 8 time Pro Bowler or something.
Yeah. Somebody who knows what
like
it takes.
That's the experience that you want right there. Not no damn person who went to Pro Bowl once, injury prone, and we need help. He can't block for shit. Struggling against second stringers and stuff. We don't need that. We have a young quarterback that we trust in our future too. And so I'm talking about Houston. We ain't had a damn quarterback, and hell, Matt Schaub. Say what you want about Matt Schaub. Matt Schaub had his moments. I'll tell you that. Matt Schaub had his moments. And now that we got somebody that's really gonna take us there, we just got to build around them. And we ain't getting there as long as we have Bill O'Brien there, because his ego is through the roof, and he's a dick. And so he's stuck up. And I don't see how the hell you would be stuck up when before we went 11-5, you went 9-7 all 3 of your damn seasons. I don't see how the hell you could do that. And so, like I said, it is what it is, Honcho. It was nice talking to you, man. I watch your videos all the time. And, you know, like I said, I wish you the best for your, you know, for your personal issues, man. I'm sorry to hear that. But, like I said, as long as we got Billy O, we ain't going nowhere, man. And hell, I'd be surprised if we do.
Yeah, don't count on it. Don't even get your hopes up, man.
yeah, you right about that, man. You right about that. All right, Honcho. I'll see you later, man.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Thank you, man. I appreciate you calling in.
Yes, sir.
Already. We'll take a couple more calls, man. I think we can go a few more minutes longer. I think I got the den mostly set up, so we can go a little bit longer. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who do we have calling in to the sauce line this evening? Oh, wait a second. Hung up on it. Yeah, because I said we were going out. We might go an hour and a half or so. Well, what's the motherfucking deal, man? Who do we have calling in to the sauce line this evening?
Hey, we got AJ out of
there. AJ, what's the motherfucking deal, man? What's on your mind, man?
Man, so I just want to know, like, when are we going to finally, like, just move on from Bill O'Brien?
I see the
I know everybody's harping on the exact same thing, and I know we've been saying it for years, but it's really come to a point where this man don't even know what he doing.
Well, yeah, I mean, but I think the organization wants to, but I think that, I think the timing, like, I wouldn't be surprised if they wanted to get rid of Bill when they got rid of what's his name, but I think it was just so late in the process, like, to bring somebody new in to try to get install a whole new coaching staff and everything with that. I think that'd be a problem. I think the Texans, I personally think he's on the hot seat this year. Some people disagree. Some people think he's going to be here for another year or two. I feel like the fans have moved up. Well, I don't know. It's like 60-40. But then the organization, I think they try to see what he pulls out his ass this year. If he don't do nothing, I think they're gonna be gone from him.
My whole thing is just like I don't even understand. He think he like know what he doing. You say like that you gonna start to like put the offense around Deontay Foreman like when it comes to the running back position, and then you let him go.
Mm-hmm.
Then you say like y'all backtrack saying y'all was going to get the deal done with Clowney. Now y'all don't know what y'all want to do. Then y'all still haven't figured out the offensive line. The son's still back here getting hit. Don't know what he doing. He lost because he can't even trust his offensive line because they have the wrong people in the wrong positions and not even the right people in the right positions.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to know, like, I think it's either if he don't get deep into the playoffs this year, it's done for him. It's over for him. Yeah. Because why would you keep him?
Yeah, I mean,
12 seasons with no success.
Yeah, I mean, he showed you that he's not capable of getting you out the first round unless, you're playing against, Connor Cook or some shit like that. So my thing is that's the problem, man. You gotta really realize that this guy is wasting Watson's career. He's wasted a good chunk of Hop's career. He's wasted a good chunk of Watt's career. He drafted Clowney and then has wasted that. I mean, like, whether people feel good about Clowney or not, however you feel, that's up to y'all. But my thing is, I don't know where they feel like there's a change. I really think that the organization wants to move on, but I think just with the timing of everything and how everything went down, that they tried to give him a shot. But I don't think they have a lot of faith in him. That's why I really feel like he's desperate. He's making moves that he normally doesn't make because he knows that if he doesn't find success this year, then it's going to be a wrap for him. I really, truly believe that.
But so this my thing, Honcho. Do you think that by the trade deadline, if it's not going the way he wanted to go, that he would think about trading Clowney?
Yeah, they're gonna try to trade. I think they're gonna try to trade him. If they get a good enough offer, they're gonna try to trade him. Period. Like, I mean,
he gonna be out of there.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said before, if they get the right offer and the right people come with it, they definitely will. I mean, they definitely will. Don't let somebody go, somebody prominent go down and have a bad or have an injury before. I would not be surprised at all. I think the Texans are taking. I think they're fielding all kind of offers, hoping to hear the right thing and hoping they can convince him. But I think the thing is that he has leverage, so he's not going to go to a team that's trash because he hasn't signed any tenders. So you can't. There's nothing that you can do with him. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing.
It's not gonna be like this huge package that you're gonna get back for him. It's really gonna be scrap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Really bad.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Like that's what I'm saying. So that's why I say I ain't even mad at him for holding out because, like I say, he has everything is in his favor for the most part because he hasn't signed that package yet. No sign that tender yet.
Then the fact is, my whole thing too. We over here, we can act like that. Deshaun has like weapons, but we don't know. Will Fuller's on borrowed time when it comes to him. He gonna get nicked and bruised here and there. It's natural in him. He gonna get nicked and bruised.
Mm-hmm.
So what you gonna do when it comes down to just Kiki and Fuller and Hyman Hop trying to just figure it out? And Deshaun's still back here running.
Yeah.
What y'all gonna do? No running game really. What's Lamar gonna do?
Like I say, it's again, like I say, he's had 6 years to put together a competent offensive line. And again, like, we can talk about, he had shitty quarterbacks. That used to be the same excuse that I made from, he had, Hoyer and he had all this. But these are all guys that he wanted. So I can't even make that excuse for him. Now, we know that they're shitty quarterbacks, but these are the guys that he wanted. These are the guys that he wanted to go with. So it's just like, shit, I mean, what can we say about that? This is what he wanted to put out there. This is what the product he wanted to put on the field. So, I mean,
and I didn't even see footage of Titus Howard yet, but I'm hearing everybody else say he trash.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking like you spend a first round pick on a trash dude that's not even ready right now.
No, he's not. But here's my thing. They're going to put him in position to play, but because they spent that first round pick, because they spent that capital, they're going to make sure they find somewhere to plug him and play him. But again, I don't think that he's ready. I know he's definitely not a tackle. At guard, I think he's going to have some struggles too. But it's tough, man. It's tough. Like that's what I say. I don't know what this team is thinking because here's what's going to happen. Like let me see. Mahomes is going to get a contract after this season, so that means Watson going to see what kind of money he up there getting. He's going to realize all the weapons and pieces he got around him. But she's like, y'all can't even protect me, and y'all want to. I guarantee the Texans are going to try to lowball him, and Watson ain't finna have that shit. Like don't be surprised if there are some issues when it comes time to pay Watson with this Texans organization, man. Don't be surprised if there's some more big names that are no longer with this organization if Bill O'Brien stays here. You got to realize this is a contract year for Merciless. J-Joe got this last year, but I mean J-Joe's old, so I ain't really tripping on him. But what I'm saying is there's so many players who are on the last year of their contract. You have so many one-year contracts that you've already signed. Like whoever you do bring in as GM, and if they're still waiting on Nick Cassero, means that you're going to let free agency go by, you're going to let a draft go by, because they can't get Nick Cassero until after the draft. So that means they'll be willing to waste another free agency, waste another draft, and then you have all these contracts that you have to handle with this quote-unquote GM committee before you go and get a guy. Like I said, it's just so much dumb shit that's going on. That's just going on right now. I can't. I don't know. I mean, I want to win. I want to see him win, but it's just hard for me to see it. It's hard for me to picture that it's really going to happen.
And then everybody keeps talking about the why they didn't trade for Trent Williams. Washington talking about they don't even want to trade Trent Williams. They still want to keep him.
That mean they just ain't got the offer that's good enough for them. If they get the right offer, they will. Like they trust me. Everybody got a price. Everybody got a price, so trust me. If they get the right offer, they will definitely.
The Texans, they won't. They gonna lowball them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what. This is what they do. They cheap. I don't know why. It is what it is. And I wonder how much of this is an O'Brien thing compared to like a coup. Because it seems during the Kubiak regime, it didn't seem like we had these same problems for some reason. It didn't seem like we had these same issues. But
yeah, it's so much Kubiak.
Mm-hmm.
Even though like fucked up down years and all types of stuff like that, it just seemed like he didn't really when you really seen him, he didn't really do as much talk other than like the press people make it seem. Like Bill O'Brien always got something to say.
Mm-hmm.
Got something smart to say.
Yeah. So I say it's craziness dealing with this franchise. It gets very frustrating, man. It gets extremely frustrating. But it is what it is, and fuck it. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. We just gonna have to fight through this season, hope for the best, And I want the best outcome because I want these players. I know these guys are putting in work and they're working hard to be the best they can be, to be in shape, to be fit, and do all these other things. But it's just like, I don't know if the staff's gonna put them where they need to be, or they're not gonna get the tools to help them be competitive in this league. So it's unfortunate, but we'll see what happens in the long run, man.
Yeah, man, I'm hoping we start out good, but I feel like with Bill O'Brien messing up with what he doing, I feel like we're gonna have a real slow start.
I agree.
I'll win my sauceline and chop it up with y'all.
Already. Well, I appreciate you calling in, man. Steven said, nah, I got us losing to New Orleans week 1. I think we gonna lose. Breeze gonna come up here and shred this secondary up. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the sauce line this evening, man?
Honcho, it's your boy Mike from Virginia.
Mike from Virginia. What's the motherfucking deal, man? What's on your mind, man?
All right, first, let me just say this, man. I want to, like everybody else on the chat and calling, I want to thank you, man, for having this broadcast to where we as true Texan fans can sit down and really be honest about our team, our players, what's going on. You built a beautiful thing, Honcho. I hope you come back soon because we really do need this for Houston sports, period. And I wish you all the best. And I would say this. If we love what Honcho did and what he's about, then it don't stop here. We need to continue these conversations to the other Texan fan base who are brainwashed and thinking that the ownership and that this coach is going to take it to the promised land. And the reality is they're not going to do that. We see they're not. And we need to carry on what we start here at South Sports for not just us, but for everybody else as well. A couple of things I noticed, I didn't get a chance to call in the last couple of days. So things to kind of keep an eye on with the Packers. They picked up Jameson and Tyson from us, who played with us last year. So it'd be interesting to see if they make the team and how they contribute to the team. Time will tell. If they make the team and contribute to the team, that tells you right there that the coaching staff don't know what the fuck they're doing. The Cowboys. We hate the goddamn Cowboys. But let me tell you something about the Cowboys that we couldn't do. They offered 4 contracts to their top 4 players that would put them in the top 5 positions of their position. One of them, Lawrence, took his contract. Dak said no. Other 2, I don't know what status with them is. But say what you want. They want to sign their players. Here we are, the Texans. We can't sign one goddamn player. And they trying to sign all 4 of them. So what does that say about us as a team and as an organization? I'm so glad too that Wink pointed out the Atlanta Falcons. Great point, outstanding point, because they were in the same predicament as we were when it comes to offensive linemen. They needed some, and what they do, they got some. And as a matter of fact, if you recall, they jumped back in the first round to get another one. So, without a doubt, I agree with Wink. That O-line for the Falcons is going to be hell to pay. Good luck with that one. Not to mention, too, that the coach, after last year's season, he pretty much fired all his goddamn coaches and brought new ones in. Here we are with the same damn coaches and not being aggressive enough on draft day and free agency. It's the same shit over and over again, like we know. Clowney, I mean, please, somebody tell me, how asinine can you get to where you're trying to trade Clowney? First, you're lying to us. You're trying to trade Clowney. It get leaked out somehow. Rumor mill just start blasting everybody with rumors and on social media. Then you want to go back and say, well, we want him here. No, the fuck you don't. We just saw tons and tons of social media pages saying he's trying to go to the Raiders. You trying to take him to the Dolphins, whatever the case may be. One thing that was interesting, I think Asmo said about the top teams he want to go to. One of the teams he said was the Eagles. You know why he wants to go to the Eagles? Because they know that's how important he is. Because with the Eagles game that played last year, I went to, the reason why we were in that game, yes, it was because of Deshaun, but a lot of it too was Clowney. If you recall, when Deshaun made those 2 touchdowns, those plays were a result of us getting the ball of Clowney's contribution. And it wasn't for that bullshit penalty call that they called on Nick, we could have won that game. So yeah, people do know his value. We said this many times before. It's just the damn shame the Texans don't know his value, and they're playing these games with him. But time will tell. We got a preseason game on Saturday, as we all know. We'll see what happens. But I think I agree with everybody else. We all came to the same conclusion. This ain't looking good at all. No. It really ain't. Not one damn bit. So it might be a long, long season for us Texan fans. But that's all I wanted to spill on the sauce. Honcho, man, take care of yourself, man. God bless you, man. And I hope you come back soon because we need to really have people like you doing what you do, talking that real shit when it comes to Houston sports. Right. So hopefully I get that Facebook, that YouTube reminder saying the sauce is back on.
Already, Mike, man, and I've been appreciating chopping it up with you over this while. Like I say, it ain't over, man. It's just like I say, it's just gonna maybe a little while before we get back in action. But it ain't over. I ain't gonna let it fade all the way away. I just gotta take care of some shit, man. And then once everything
well, that's good, man. I'm glad to hear that. Shout out to everybody. One time from my boy Honcho. Shout out to all the soccer players. And to be continued, right?
Already. Yes, sir.
All right, man.
All right, man. Appreciate the call, man. Oh, shit. Bring it up. We'll take one. Like I said, we'll probably go an hour and a half. I'll probably take maybe one more call. You know, how short or long it is. One more, maybe 2 more calls. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Who we got calling into the sauce line this evening?
Hey, man, this is Kenneth.
Hello, Kenneth.
What's up, man?
What's on your...
Well,
what's that?
Say what?
What's on your mind there, Kenneth?
Not much, man. Look, I just want to say this thing about Clowney, man. And I want to talk about the report that just came out like a few minutes ago. So reportedly, Clowney, 5-year deal worth 110, like 5-year deal, 110 million.
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing. That's not Aaron Donald money. That's not Khalil Mack money. They're not in 139, 140. Bro, he's not even asking for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He wants a 5-year deal of 110 million. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna fucking give him a 5-year deal of 110 million with 100 million given with 100 million guaranteed. That's not gonna happen. Well, DeAndre Hopkins got his contract. What was it? 4 or 5-year deal worth 86. Around there, I don't know. I forgot with basically half of it guaranteed, bro. They're not gonna give these players a fucking $100 million deal with 90 guaranteed. That's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? So what's so bad about giving Jadeveon Clowney a 5-year, 110 million if you only guarantee what? 75, 80 million of it? You know what I'm saying? That's not even a bad year. That's a 5-year, 80 million, bro. That's not even a bad deal. That's a steal. For a player of the caliber of Clowney, 5 years, 80 million guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? You get a steal. All players care about is their guaranteed dollars, bro. Stop looking at 110 million. That's a big number. Look at the guarantee. That's all that matters. Yeah. No, Stephen Ross. Stephen, no, he doesn't. I'm just using that as an example, bro. You know what I'm saying? Players aren't going to ask for a $110 million contract and $100 million guarantee. That's not how it works. Usually they're going to get a little bit over half or a little bit way over half guarantee. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to get all of the contract guarantee unless you're Kirk Cousins. And that rarely happens. Guaranteed contracts don't work like that, bro. So what's the problem? I don't understand what y'all saying, bro. And none of y'all can give me a valid excuse on why you don't want to pay Clowney. You know what I'm saying? Because the last few years he had just the same amount of production that Von Miller, DeMarcus Lawrence, all these other pass rushers, excuse me, all these other pass rushers that y'all are claiming are way better than Clowney. He has the same type of production except for fucking double-digit sacks. And the reason he doesn't have this is because he's playing outside linebacker, playing in coverage. dropping in coverage. So if you want to use that excuse, let him play defensive end full time like you do with DeMarcus Lawrence and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Let him do that. Before y'all get on here and talking shit, let him play defensive end for a full 16 games every fucking play. And then y'all tell me if he can't reach double-digit sacks. You know what I'm saying? So before y'all get on there and talk shit, bro, do your research. Another thing, bro, wasn't it something like a grievance that the Texans were trying to lowball Clowney by placing him as an outside linebacker or something like that when he was at the end? So they were forced to pay him that $2 million, right, Honcho?
Yeah, I don't even know if they made him pay that. I think I don't know if they still disputing that or not, but it was something like that.
You know what I'm saying? Some of that, you know, a lot of it, if I'm not mistaken, that report, they were forced to pay him that $2 million. Because they were trying to get him cheaper as a franchise tag as an outside linebacker then at the end. So before you get on the top, and before you get in the chat and start talking shit, bro, do your research. You know what I'm saying? These players are not asking for a fully guaranteed contract. They want a little bit over half of this shit guaranteed. Giving Jadeveon Clowney $70 million, $80 million guaranteed isn't gonna break the bank. You know what I'm saying? But I do want y'all to keep the same energy when it's time to pay Deshaun Watson. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to keep the same energy. You know what I'm saying? Because if Deshaun Watson, why should we give him $120 million guaranteed? He's never had 40 touchdowns. He's never had 35 passing touchdowns. Y'all better keep the same energy. You know what I'm saying? Because, man, look, the moment that it's time to pay, when it's time to pay Deshaun Watson, I want to see no budget. I don't want to see no hesitation. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, some of y'all going to come with the same logic when it is time to pay Deshaun. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas be acting like that money's coming out of y'all pocket. You know what I'm saying? So, and yeah, that's gonna be it, Tenny, around, you know, something like that. The contract gonna be worth around 170. He probably gonna get like 120, you know, some shit like that guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? I want to see no bitching in the chat when it's time to pay fucking Watson. You know what I'm saying? That's all, man. But look, so that's all I want to say, man. Appreciate that.
Alrighty, Kenneth, man. Well, I appreciate you calling in, man.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right, I think we're gonna make that the last call for now because I'm gonna wind up here in just a few. But I'm gonna try to see what's up, man. I'm gonna try to see what's up as far as this whole situation. Maybe try to be able to give y'all one last one tomorrow. I'll see what the roundtable got going, maybe. As far as one last good sauce send off for a little while till everything gets figured out. But I just want to say thank y'all for all the kind words. Shout out to everybody who called in and showed some love, man. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting and holding it down. And again, like I said, if you want to support the cause and help expedite the situation, man, you know, slide by steak sauce, drip some sauce, drip a little love in the sauce bucket, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I hope this ain't the last. But like I said, I doubt there will be a pregame show, so don't count on that. But hopefully, more than likely, we'll be able to drip a little sauce tomorrow evening, at least sometime tomorrow. It might not be in the evening. We'll see. We'll see exactly like what happens. But I appreciate all of y'all, man. I'm gonna get ready to wind it down for you den folks. For y'all who rock with the den, I'll catch y'all in the den at 10, and we'll have some further discussions about some things. We'll be talking about a little bit more in there and kind of sort of what's going on. I'm not gonna get into too much detail, but we'll talk a little bit more about some things in the den. But I just appreciate everybody who came through, man, everybody who's showing love. And again, hey, make sure the most important thing you can do, like, yeah, you can go to the thing and donate, show some love. That's a big help. But man, keep this conversation going, like Mike said. And the way you do that is you go to every single channel in the description on this video, every single channel that is the round, and subscribe and show love, because all these gentlemen are putting in work. I don't know. I'm gonna try to put in some more work tonight, because I've been working on, and shout out to Tenny because it was his idea, and we had a little series that we were gonna be dropping. I'm gonna see, because I've been working on the last few days getting all the graphics and everything in order for this, because like I want it to be a real cool thing. But I'm gonna try to get that out, man. It may take some extra work, and I may set some of the videos up to maybe have a timed uploads or timed release dates or whatever. But the best thing you can do right now if you want to support the sauce is to go by everybody's channel. Subscribe, show some love, make sure you hit that notification bell, and make sure it's the colored in notification bell so you get all the messages, man. But with that being said, man, hey, y'all are the freshest motherfucking ingredients in the world. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, everybody who showed love to the channel this far. Like I say, stay tuned, man. Put it on your schedule because I want to say we'll be able to go tomorrow about this time. I don't know how long we'll go, but make sure that you're a part of the conversation. If it is the last sauce for a little while, and like I say, the time is just fucked up because trust me, I was excited for sauce season. It was drab over the free agency and all that. I was really excited to really bring some things, but a lot of shit I've been working on in the background. But you know, gotta handle some things first. But I promise, whenever everything is taken care of and it comes back, mark my motherfucking words. Be the best shit shaking in this city. Because like I said, I had it in my mind to really do some shit this year, but now, like I said, a little road bump, a little fucking speed bump, pulled up in a way. Well, I promise, when everything comes back, it's gonna be the best shit you ever seen. It's gonna be the best thing, best conversation happening in this motherfucking city. Hey, but with that being said, man, make sure you still follow on all the social medias. I may be commenting here and there, but like I said, as far as the streaming, it probably won't be as active. I'm chugging up the deuce. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool, but most of all, y'all stay saucy. Y'all the freshest motherfucking ingredients in the world. So I'm out.
Perfect.